Welcome, podcast listeners. You are here with your host, Mr. BudgetPedalChap. You are joined today by Mr. Lee. Say hi, Lee.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, it's been a while, hasn't it, Lee? It's been a while.
Yeah, I've been off. It's not been great, has it? I've not been very well, so it's messed everything around.
It's been sorry. We've had a chance to catch up on some Maccasts that we haven't for a while, so it's been all right. I've got the live chat open now, so we should also be connected with our lovely viewers. Hi, viewers.
Hi, everybody.
Oh dear God. So, how been you, Ali?
Well, sick, mate. That's what I said, wasn't it?
Yes, but in the times that you weren't sick, how been you? What you been up to?
I've been all right. I've had a load of pedals through, pedals that we've been meaning to talk about for a while, and other ones on top of it, because there were things that arrived that I hadn't played, but I had been sitting here and I hadn't actually used them, and then I got some other things, and then we had our 200th, our bicentennial, and then I was sick, and it's like, well, hang on a minute, this stuff's been sitting on the shelf for ages now, and I want to talk about it. So,
indeed, this is now your forum to do so. So, what are we talking about there? Let's not be all mysterious and whatnot, enigmatic, and let's actually tell them what you've been playing.
So the first one I should talk about, the one that's been here the longest, which I haven't really spoken about, was the MGFX. So you had one from MGFX, and so did I.
Yeah, it's over there somewhere.
And these are really lovely pedals. They look like sweets. I know I'm not supposed to touch pedals, but I'll be really, really gentle. But look, they do look like sweets. They look like they're out of a Dolly mixture packet. And
yeah, really kind of vibrant primary colours. Lots of... Yeah, so
yeah.
So I had the flaming cake, and you had which one was the one that you had?
I've got the dial-up fuzz, and it's mental. It really is. He did warn us that it is mental.
Yeah,
yeah. He said, "I've got these two. One's not so mental. One's mental." And I was like, "Well, send me the mental one." And yeah, so it's a sort of fuzz that unless you have the you wouldn't call it the gain, he calls it the bandwidth.
Yeah.
Unless you have the bandwidth all the way up, you get like when you stop playing, it kind of goes like that. And then when you play in, like, you can always do a pedal tone. If you played in the key of the you could do that with it. So it is pretty crazy. I really like that. And it's almost when you like dial the what is it called, the bandwidth down, you're almost forgiven for thinking it's unusable. But if you know what you're doing with it, you dial it in with a bit of delay and a little bit of reverb, and then you get these really cool synthy sort of sounds.
So is that bandwidth a bit like a starve control?
I think so, yeah. It's like starve and stab and all those sort of things that you would get on maybe a Xander effects pedal or something. You know, it's or like a ZVEX pedal or something along those lines. But it's all like rolled into one control.
Yeah.
And it's it's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing with that. More fun than I thought I was initially when I plugged it in. It was like, oh my God, what is this? Is this broken? And then I kind of like thought, hang on, he said it was going to be crazy. Broken sounding pedals are the best. They really are. It was great fun. Dialing a bit of an octave with it and this sort of thing. It's just, I really enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear your video on that, because it's going to be a good one.
I've got a bunch of videos to make. I made one this week, actually, which we'll talk about in a minute. You've seen it. The next pedal up is Hertz by Latent Lemon. So Justin over at Latent Lemon, met him years ago at the Liggs London International Guitar Show.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about like him sending me a pedal for ages and ages and ages. And finally we've got round to it. And I've got to say, the first thing is it looks utterly amazing. It's like got a circuit board printed, like a circuit board design kind of printed on the front of it with Hertz in the middle of it.
Yeah.
It's a real sort of pastel blue with see-through knobs on it. It's basically like a harmonic percolator, which is, if you're not familiar with that, is like a fuzz, but it's very much got its own character. The harmonic percolators that I'd used before in the past were like the one that we did in collaboration with Xander, which was that two-knob one, which is amazing. So the Pedalboards of Doom and Xander Effects collaboration we did for Black Lives Matter. That was a Freudian slip. No, because that'd be even worse, wouldn't it?
What?
Shut up, Lee. Right, okay. So
you just keep digging. Just keep digging.
Yeah. God. Right. So the one we did with Xander was a much more of an extreme affair. This is a bit more gentle, but you've got a switch on it where you can switch between a germanium transistor, which is much more gentle, or silicon, which has a harsher edge and a little bit louder. But there's also a middle position which engages both of them.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's one of those pedals that if you're in the right mood, it will inspire you to write songs, and it will very much have its own character. So, you know, like certain bands, their guitar sound, like Smashing Pumpkins and that sort of thing, their guitar sound is very much the character of the band.
Yeah, you've got the kind of the op-amp driven tone.
Or very much a character of the band, not the whole character, but yeah.
Yeah. Like with certain bands, and like certain artists, you associate certain pedals, like Stevie Ray Vaughan and the TS10.
Yeah.
They're
exactly.
kind of synonymous, aren't they?
But yeah, Tube Scream in general, because he was quite famous for using the 808 as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, it's really interesting, and I love it. I really, really like it a lot. So I'm quite looking forward to getting that on to making a video of that. Then possibly the most expensive pedal I own arrived, which was the Gypsy Vibe from Argenasio Vetti.
Excuse me?
This thing is a one-to-one recreation of the old Shinai Univibe.
Topical as well, because Shinai have stopped production literally last week, haven't they?
No. Shinai, as a company, closed down ages and ages and ages ago. Then a chap wanted to do a bit like what Franco's done with this Gypsy Vibe. He wanted to make the Univibe, and he got his mate to bankroll it, who owns a guitar shop. And they found that the Shinai name wasn't copyrighted, so they opened up as Shinai. So the Shinai that has just closed down aren't the Shinai that they've only been going a few years. They're not the original Shinai.
There you go then.
Yeah, I don't think that's any trade secrets or anything. That was told to me. That was straight from the horse's mouth. So I don't think, I hope I'm not dropping anyone in it. I don't think it really matters. It is what it is, isn't it? Anyway, so that's what it is. I'm surprised that they've closed down though, because when I spoke to them, they couldn't keep things in stock. They were so selling so well. So I'm a bit surprised by that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, what Franco has created here with the Gypsy Vibe is a one-to-one recreation. He's done me a very special one. It's in a lovely purple colour, and I've never been a big Vibe fan. We've spoken about this before, and yeah, I've always been like, oh, yeah, vibe's all right. This thing's amazing. It's just so sweet. I've been talking to manufacturers from around the world who also make vibes, and they're like, how is it? Is it really that good? You know, so they're all like, they make their own vibes that people are buying, and they're like, oh, this looks amazing. Oh, you know, so they're all gassing over it as well. It's not a pedal board pedal at all. Even though I've got it on a little ad hoc pedal board at the moment, it's not a pedal board pedal. It's got its own like 3-pin plug that's connected directly to it. You can't like unplug it and these sort of things. It's not a sort of thing that takes 9-volt in. It's an AC pedal. It's just completely. It's like bigger than my head. It's massive, and then it has its own like expression pedal, which is the size of a full-size wah. And that just adjusts the speed. And I say that just adjusts the speed. It doesn't just adjust the speed. When you tilt it all the way back, it turns the pedal off.
Ah.
Yeah. Because if you turn the switch off on the pedal, guess what happens?
Cuts all signal to it.
Yep. So it's totally unforgiving.
Yeah. So it's not designed for kind of modern pedal boards.
No, absolutely not. It is designed for collectors. Yeah. These are between £800 to £900. They come in this beautiful case. It's like it's really, really nice case where all the foam's cut and stuff. It's lovely. It really is absolutely unbelievable. It's got the chorus on one side, and then you switch it over to vibrato, and the vibrato is really like that C6 sound. And oh my God, it's just everything about it is no harshness. There's no it's like a difference between eating a cake that's made with sweetener and eating a cake that's made with sugar. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
It's it's unbelievable. It really is really, really good. Good evening to Nathan Tipton. How are you, man?
Evening, gentlemen.
Evening.
Indeed.
Finally, the final pedal that arrived is a good contender for the most expensive pedal that I have, because I didn't pay.
It's recently shot up in value, hasn't it?
Well, yeah, before it even arrived. So I was very, very lucky as a boss friend, an affiliate, an artist. Yes, let that one drop. I did pay for it, but I was lucky enough to be one of the very few to get them early. So I got the TB2W. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, why are people paying this sort of money for it?" And I'm sure everyone at Boss would tell you it is not worth what people are putting it up on Reverb for. Not even. It's an amazing bit of kit.
Absolutely.
And it sounds fantastic. Oh my God, man, it sounds amazing.
You're not going to lose money on it as well, which is. I mean, it's a smart investment, but I mean, there are people who have taken the piss quite early on.
I should say so, yeah.
But you're not one of those.
No, absolutely. I'd never do that. It's I have bought it in terms of the main reason for getting it was to make a video of it, because I think the video would do well, and
fair.
And partially as an investment, same as my vintage pedals and these sort of things. I wanted to hate it. Honestly, I wanted to get it, plug it in, think, oh my God, this is crap.
Yeah.
Put it back, make a video, put it back in its box, and not look at it for 10 years.
Then put your kids through college.
I haven't stopped playing it.
Well,
it's fantastic. It really is absolutely great. It nails, like Black Sabbath, it absolutely nails Led Zeppelin. It's just all those classic rock bands in a pedal, and it's amazing. The button on it, which goes between 7 volts, 9 volts, and 12 volts. it gives you a little bit more headroom, as you'd expect, which gives you a bit more of a punch because it's a tiny bit quiet, the pedal, because it is based on a proper tone bender. It is the cheapest at shop price. It is the cheapest solar sound product you can buy that is a pedal, like other than like a face mask and these sort of things. But it's probably the most reliable solar sound product that you can buy as well. And what was I saying? I was saying about the button, wasn't I? When you switch it up to 12 volts, you get a nice push with it.
Yeah.
Really, really nice push. It also introduces a bit more bottom end as well, which is interesting. It was unexpected. Mr. Tate got one as well on the same day as me. He sent me a picture saying, I got mine. I ran to my door and there was a little ticket through the door saying, we've dropped it off at 2 doors down. I was like, run 2 doors down. We were like schoolgirls at a boy band concert. It was crazy. But yeah, we're phoning each other going, oh my God, it's so good. Yeah, it's a great pedal. So yeah, I really like that. Really, really like that. It's very simple, but does what it does, and it does it really well.
Yeah, so it's just the 2 controls in it. It's level and whatever the other one is, attack, I think, isn't it?
It is attack, yeah.
And then like a battery switch, essentially, like dying battery, juiced battery, overcharged battery kind of idea, isn't it? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
From what I've heard, I mean, I've heard a few little kind of same clips from yourself, but I've also heard quite a lot from Stuart because, as you say, like a schoolboy at a fangirl concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been like posting clips all over the internet, like in various guitar pedal groups, which I'm part of. And yeah, I mean, number one, I'd like to say Stuart can play. Like he's
got some licks, hasn't he?
Yeah, he puts his playing down so much, but actually he's got some tasty licks going on. So kudos there, Stu. But the pedal sounded fantastic as well. Absolutely fab through his rig. So yeah, I'll be interested to hear what you make of the pedal on a PBOD demo.
Yeah, my aim is going to be to demo it by playing things that sound a bit like Zeppelin, a bit like Sabbath, and then playing something a bit more modern as well, because you can get that really nice fuzz with a decent delay and play some sort of like string skipping stuff and make it sound really modern. So that's kind of going to be my approach to it. And then I did make a short video, which I'm probably going to put out over the weekend, which was absolutely accidental. So I was talking to some friends and we were talking about boards. And as you know, my board's pretty much a digital masterpiece. That's a really big-headed way of calling it. I couldn't think of another word, but I love it. It is absolutely amazing. I've got all these great pedals, but a lot of them are digital.
Yes,
I've got some great analog pedals on there as well, and I've got 2 analog amps, but they've got Class D power amps, and so on and so forth. But the pedal board is primarily that. But I've got all these really great analog pedals. So we're talking about just knocking out, putting together a little analog board. And I did. So I used the TB2W. I was going to use a King of Tone, but I couldn't find my King of Tone. So I put the TB2W on. Then I put the Gypsy Vibe on. Mm-hmm. Because why not? It's one of the best analog pedals you can get. So I put that on there. And then I thought, what should I use for delay? Because most of my delays were packed away. And I realised I still had the delay llama out. So I pulled the delayed llama out and I was playing some really nice tones, really, really enjoying it. And my daughter was in here and she was playing the piano and we were just having a very experimental jazz. Huh?
Just vibing.
Yeah. When I say she was playing the piano, like she's 4. And she can play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and she's learning the scales and these sort of things, but like it was very much like experimental jazz sort of thing going on. And then I the thing about the Delay Llama Extreme, as we discussed, is it's an analog pedal, but it can do that sort of thing where it changes the pitch. So it's got this like random pitch generator sort of thing, and it does it by turning the speed up and down of the delay.
Yeah.
I put it to the preset for that and had the fuzz on, had the vibe on, and it started to make these sort of beep, bloop, bleep, beep, bop, boop, but doing it with fuzz and doing it with the vibe, it sounded like loads of different farts. So it was brilliant. It was absolutely amazing. So I had to make a video of it, and I reshot the video about 10 times because every time I started playing it, my daughter would start laughing. It's brilliant. Oh, man. So, yeah, I'm going to put that out on the weekend. It's only about 2 minutes long, and it is purely just a camera video from my phone. But it's so much fun. So, yeah, they expect that at the weekend.
Yes, it's like it's really odd getting like these kind of sought after, like expensive luxury guitar pedals, and then putting them together in a certain combination where you're essentially getting a fart generator.
Yeah, if you take the going value of the TB2W, the Gypsy Vibes, they've got a 6-month waiting list on them, so the second-hand value of them is going to be quite high. And the Delay Llama Extreme, you're probably looking over $2,000 worth of pedals there. Yeah. Easy. And so I put it down as the most expensive fart that I've ever done.
Yeah, exactly that. So it's funny that you should mention those little postage tickets through the door, because I came back to one of those today. I came back home, and there was one of those just kind of hanging out the door. I was like, oh, what's going on here? And this is an exclusive here. So
I know what it is.
Do you?
I think so, because I arranged it.
It's a Joyo.
Oh, it's not.
No, I'm just fucking with you. Although that did come today as well.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. There was a guy who saw one of my Instagram posts the other week. I commented about a certain Joyo pedal. I was like, I didn't know this thing existed. Anyone got one? Like, are they any good? And he went, yeah, I've got one. I don't necessarily need it. Do you want to have it to do a demo? I was like, yep, sweet. So
that's nice.
That's really cool. And I have been getting some absolutely awesome interactions with my people on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. So I'm going to use this just before I show you my little present today. I'm gonna throw in just a thanks, like a massive thanks to the people who are part of my online community, because you're all just awesome.
Yeah, I like how excited you get when you get them as well, because it's really nice to see nice people doing nice things and it having a really nice reaction and making someone's life a little bit better every day.
Well, that's it. I mean, it genuinely does make my day. I'm sitting there like smiling from ear to ear, and it's just like massively wholesome stuff, and I love that. I love the fact that it's not, oh, you can't play for shit, or oh, this pedal sounds like wank. It's people going, like, putting some genuine comments in and going, oh yeah, I love the way you made this sound, or like, oh, there was one today asking me if I thought the Mojo would be any good through a Mesa Boogie and a PRS, and like those genuine questions.
BudgetPedalChap.
Yeah. I mean, I saw the comment before I saw what it was commenting on, and I was really hoping it was like a really cheap, shitty pedal. how will it make my mess a sound through my PRS?
Let me 10 grand and I'll let you know.
Yeah, I will shoot that video for you, my friend. But anyway, so the waiting is over. I received 2 boxes that look a little bit like this, and if you can't see what that says on the front there, that says
said Resnaz.
Red Naz, yeah, Red Naz pedals. It is Xander Effects pedals, and it says on the front here what they are, but I'm not going to reveal that one because I think I might do a little unboxing because they're not even open yet. You can see the seals are still on them.
Oh man, so these are from Alex over at Xander, and he really liked what you've been doing with your demos, man. So yeah, we were chatting, and he was like, "Yeah, let's get some over to you." And I really hope you like them, man, because they're the new design.
They are, yes. Well, like I say, yes, I know they are. I haven't opened them up, but because of the shape of the box, I'm assuming you wouldn't be able to fit the older versions in that because they were slightly bigger, weren't they?
They were, yeah. They were. Trying to think what I could compare them to. They were kind of like the size of the Boss 200 series. Yeah.
There was quite a few. I mean, I think there were
King of Tone sort of size, that sort of thing.
Yeah, the 1590 BB, I think it is.
That makes sense to you and me, but I don't think that's going to make sense to a lot of people listening to it.
Hey, there's quite a few people out there in Pedalboards of Doomland who've tried their hand at some soldering. Yeah. They know what's going on.
They no longer have hands.
I mean, if you solder the way that some of these stock photos show you to, then I can understand that.
Okay.
So right. Yeah, I mean, I've got those Xander pedals for you today. They are fresh, brand spanking new. So I haven't even, like I say, I haven't even opened the boxes on them yet. But I am very, very excited. I mean, we spoke to Alex quite a few times. I mean, we've done the podcast special where he joined us on one of the live shows, and we've spoken to him loads and loads at the shows, and he's just an absolute stand-up guy.
Yeah, we chat occasionally. He's a nice bloke, yeah. And
like, speaking of like video content as well, he really, really does put the effort in with his stuff. So I've got some big boots to fill with that one, because like the demos that he does for his own stuff, it ain't no slouch.
No, it's a very different style to yourself, though. So I think that you don't have to do much different to what you do, because like your latest approach is absolutely bang on. It's really, really good. We released another video this week. Our Mikey released a demo of the Meris Hedra, or Hedra, and it's a pitch shifter. But you know, as with all things Mikey, it isn't a case of like, let's play some blues and see what happens.
It's not my approach. Get off my lawn.
It's a case of what absolutely insane device can I put through this today? And he's got amazing gear, he really has, and just the sounds. This one was really interesting because he sent this little ping pong sort of device through it, and then just turned the knobs, and because it was a device basically going you got a really clear idea of what each of the controls was doing. That's very, very interesting, yeah. And some of the sounds he got, especially towards the end of the video, were amazing. It's only like a 10-minute video, but the amount of content in it, I think so. I think it was about 10 minutes. And the amount of content in it.
It can't be. I weren't sitting there for 10 minutes with that.
See, no. Went that down quick.
That's it.
Yeah, that's worth watching. That's really, really cool.
I'll tell you what got me on that video actually was when he put it through like the drum loop, because there was like quite a simple. I think it was like a simple syncopated drum loop, and then he starts adding this pedal, and the kind of the rhythmic aspects of it go to like a completely new place. It becomes this like real complex drum part, and he's just using the pedal to tweak the delays of each beat, and it sounds amazing.
I'll tell you what, it's a really stereotypical thing that everyone says about Meris pedals, but it's so true. Every single one of them is an instrument in itself. You have to learn it because every single control on it has 2 or 3 different sub controls. Hey Scott, how you doing, man? So yeah, it is a really well, all of them, they are really in depth, and those guys over at Meris really do a great job. I've had the Enzo for quite some time. I still need to do a demo on it because I'm still trying to learn it, and I've accidentally reset all my presets, so I need to really go through and redo them all. But yeah, it still confuses the hell out of me because I don't dedicate enough time to it. But I really want to because I really love synth and I really want to get the best sounds out of that. We had a comment from Nathan Tipton. He said he had to take his bass amp for repair today, so he's going to be checking out how the headphone outputs on the dark glass pedals sound instead. Those dark glass pedals are they're a bit like Marmite within the bass world. Yeah, a lot of people really love them, and you know where this is going, obviously. So, I've seen a bunch of people like going, yeah, dark glass this, dark glass that, but I really like them. If you're interested in hearing how they sound, we've got quite a few of them. Well, I say quite a few. We've got about 3 or 4 of them over on Tonepedia, so you can go and try them out in the bass section on Tonepedia, which is a nice way of doing things, man.
Indeed. I think the criticism I've heard of the dark glass sound is that it's always quite modern sounding. You can't really get that vintage deep woolly because it's very precise.
Yeah, so they've got a modern one and they've got a vintage one.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I'm not going to Google it and bring it up. I can't remember.
No. We've chatted for quite a bit about what we've been up to. I've still got shared loads of stuff, but we've got so much news this week. I am just gonna go straight on. I'm gonna put my phone down as well because I need both hands for this. Both hands.
It's a big boy, is it?
Well, it's a book, so I do analog googling. So we got some news. We're going to start off with an Instagram post that appeared last week or the week before. Robin, I was about to say Robin Thicke. It definitely isn't Robin Thicke. It's Robin Ford. Robin, Robben. Robin Ford. Absolutely fantastic guitar player. I have not heard enough of his stuff. But he's usually known for playing a 335. But he released a post on his Instagram. I think it was a little video showing a box that he had through from PRS. And there's been no official announcement of it. However, there was a lot of kind of Robin Fordisms on this guitar, and there is speculation that this is potentially going to be a signature guitar coming out.
Will it be like a 335 with just a slightly shaved cutaway?
No, so it's a PRS, so it's not a 335. It's not even semi-hollow. It's your standard single cut PRS shape.
Right.
It's got a wraparound PRS bridge. It's got 2 humbuckers that have got Robin Ford's kind of monogram on them. But what's also quite interesting is the control positions for PRSs are usually in kind of set places, whereas for this, they're all kind of set back away from the bridge a bit. So that kind of thing would suggest that there's been some talks, and and they've sorted this. So it's like single volume, single tone. There's a little switch kind of behind the tone control, which I assume will be for either like phase or for splitting the coils. What else is there on it? Yeah.
Is this just all taken from the pictures and we don't actually know the specs?
Well, yeah, but you could he in the video of it, he goes through like a couple of the features of it. It's got a bone neck as well, which is quite unusual for a PRS.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah,
I think
they do so much, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
There's so much customization on them. I like a bound neck though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's a classy touch. I think Mark Tremonti and Bernie Marston are the only two that I can remember.
What a guitar though, that Bernie Marston guitar.
Yeah, because they only released an SE version of it, but they have held their value somewhat because
they're undeniably amazing. But then again, it's Bernie Marsden, Yeah.
Oh, we've got Scott saying, I use his tone capsule in my Boss Blues artist.
I was talking about me.
Yeah, the Lee signature. No, I assume the Robin Ford. I mean, that was like those tone capsules were something that didn't really take off. But
I'll tell you what, mate, it's about time Scott got his own bloody tone capsule. Scott is such a legend. He's such a great player. Have you ever heard Scott play?
I don't think I have, no.
You've got to check it out. Scott, you are such an unbelievable player. Here he is. He does lessons as well, man.
Ooh.
Yeah. Plug in Scott there. That sounded wrong, didn't it? Sorry, mate.
Well, that sounds like an episode title there.
God, don't.
Right, so we've got that PRS. I don't think there've been since the Maya Silver Sky. There haven't really been that many high-profile signature PRSs that I can think of. Yeah,
but there's been something going on since, hasn't there? There's been quite a dramatic event going on in the world, so it has held things up. Maybe this could be something that's been in the works for a long time, for instance.
Yeah, it could be.
Are we sure it's not hollow, but like solid top? Because they do that sometimes.
I'm not entirely sure at all.
Okay.
But it could be, yeah. I mean, place your bets now for what you think the specs are, and we'll see what comes out. There's talk of a new colour for the Silver Sky coming out as well, a pink version.
The pink one.
Yeah. Because it was featured in that video, wasn't it, for Last Train Home?
Oh, that one that sounds like Clapton and was it
Toto?
Journey? Yeah, Toto. Yeah.
See, I think it almost sounds exactly like a Steve Winwood tune.
I'm not familiar with Steve Winwood.
Oh, you definitely are. Like, even if you don't think you are, Valerie.
Okay.
Higher Love.
I thought that was the Zootons, to be honest.
That's a different tune, that is. Do you know the one that was like sampled in the 90s for like a dance tune? Call on me, Valerie, call on me.
Yeah.
That one. I think it was Eddie Prize or something like that. Prides.
Scott said that PRS have released a new amp.
Sure.
I've missed that. Yep. Scott, come join us. Tell us all about it.
And that's it. Right, we've got another little bit of news, but there is a juicy chunk of news this week. A real juicy,
a decapitated chunk of news.
Steady on now, Lee. Steady on. Misha Mansour. We've heard of that guy. He's a guitar player. In fact, he's quite well known, isn't he? Periphery.
A little bit, yeah.
He's had a signature Jackson in the past, and he's now got another one. And this one is a little bit more my street, actually. So it's
Jackson that you like. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's an MJ series, but it's a SoCal, which is usually usually a Charvel shape. So kind of like super stratty. Jack said it does have the F style headstock rather than the kind of pointy hockey stick kind of thing. So very, very much pointing towards some classic stylings. So it's definitely blue HSS Super Strat or S style. What else have we got? We've got, so it's a basswood body, which is quite strange, but it's got a roasted maple neck, 22 stainless steel frets.
Oh, nice.
Stainless steel.
I fancy a guitar with stainless steel frets, actually.
So do I. I don't think I'll be getting this one, however.
Why?
Because
how much is it? It's not in budget pedal chap land.
No, it's definitely not within that territory. So, to be fair, it does have, like, it has bare knuckle pickups in it. It's got bare knuckle Ragnarok humbucker in the bridge, and then Trilogy single coils for the middle and the neck. Which Trilogy, I'm assuming, are hotter Strat style pickups based maybe around Malmsteen.
If it's going to be tallied up with Ragnarok, then yeah, it's going to be hotter, isn't it?
Yeah, unless the Ragnarok is a lower output, but you can't be expecting that with a name like Ragnarok, can you?
Yeah, it's named after Armageddon.
So, yeah.
It's not going to be. Yeah.
So before I tell you how much this is, do you want to take a guess? So you've heard the specs. So MJ, so Made in Japan series, I assume.
I thought it was Michael Jackson. Okay. Okay.
22 stainless frets, roasted maple, basswood body, bare knuckle pickups. What are you saying?
You'd think with a basswood body it'd be a bit cheaper.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I am going to go in at 2.5.
You're not far off. I've got 2,299 in euros. So
I only thought that because you mentioned the price. So if it wasn't for the fact that you precursored it with, oh my god, this is expensive, then I would have probably guessed around 1,200.
Yeah, I'd say kind of 1,500-ish would be a fair assumption, but 23 is a bit much. For the specs. I mean, it's because we say it's a basswood body. I think that's the sticking point there, isn't it? Because we do get stuck on the fact that basswood is used quite commonly for like lower end guitars, isn't it? Like
also like the Vine Satch guitars, that they're basswood, aren't they?
Are they?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, they do say about basswood that it's quite tonally transparent. It doesn't have as much of an EQ impact as mahogany does, where mahogany really hits the mid-range. And like your ash and your alder are a bit more like a little bit more suited to like single coils. They're a bit brighter. They say basswood's a little bit more kind of transparent EQ, so it tends to be a bit more versatile, but it is seen as a lower end alternative.
Do you know what I should do for Tonepedia? I should get in touch with Sam Ash and get him to send us a bunch of different kit guitars with the same pickups in, so we can demo them and so people can hear what the difference between the woods are, or if there is any difference between the woods. Yeah, because I think there is.
I would have almost sworn that wood plays a minimal like minimal variances in tone. However, the PGM, sorry, it's not the PGM, it's the Fireman, the Ibanez Fireman that I've got, which is it's essentially like a mahogany Gibson scale length Strat.
Mm.
And I changed the injector pickups out of it because there just weren't enough clarity with it, and I thought maybe it's just these pickups. I had Fletcher make some kind of Texas-inspired Alnico 5 pickups, and they still sound really, really thick.
Mm.
And I know that if I took those pickups out and put them in any of the Strats that I've got there, they would be like super bright, super present. They would be like polar opposites. But because they're in that guitar, they almost sound P90-esque. That's
incredible. That's crazy. And so, yeah, that guitar, it's... do you think a lot of it is the fact that it's a signature guitar?
Yeah. I mean, that's got to be... I mean, and the fact that it's kind of MJ crafted as well.
Yeah, I do love Japanese guitars. So we had this conversation recently, didn't we?
Yeah, like the bang for the buck with Japanese stuff is usually a better comparison to...
Yeah, especially like the 90s Strats and 90s and 80s Strats. It's just... I don't know why anyone would buy an American Strat when you can go and get something that's just absolutely incredible, a fraction of the price.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Scott gave us a little bit more information on this PRS amp, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that information, I'm going to cover it in the news tomorrow. So keep an eye out for our YouTube video, which comes out pretty much every Friday unless I'm dying or moving, which is happening soon. So do forgive me, but our boys will cover us hopefully. But yeah, he says that it's basically a 1-to-1 clone, or at least a clone of Hendrix Woodstock amp, which was a Marshall, wasn't it? So yeah, I'm interested in having a look at that. So I'll get the details and I'll produce the goods tomorrow.
You doing what on video?
You heard what I said. I meant every word of it.
Scott did also say that his 90s like Ibanez custom is a basswood body as well. So I mean, basswood is across the price points. I've got an RG which is very, very low down the pecking order in terms of like spec for an RG, and that's a basswood body.
Was it a 250 or something like that?
370, I think it is.
It's not that bad then.
I mean, but in terms of like price wise, it was very much kind of entry level for the non-Geo series stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what's next on the news, Mr. BPC, British Pedal Company?
Yeah, less of that.
Yeah, let's
not getting enough flack.
Don't mention the war.
Don't tell them your name, Pike. So, funnily enough, we're talking about Ibanez. They've released quite the thing this week, haven't they, Lee?
They have quite the things, we could say, maybe.
Yeah. They released a range.
Yeah, so they've obviously there is a section of the guitar community which really likes extreme guitars such as Ibanez's and these sort of things, and then other companies have taken that sort of to, like, should we say, the next level. And companies such as Kiesel and Strandberg have obviously gone down the route of going after that sort of headless guitar market, which has been around for some time. You know, there were headless guitars back in, I think it was the late 70s they first started showing their heads.
Off with their head. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if this is the first time Ibanez has kind of entered this fray, but they've certainly come into this strong. So they've released, I think it's about 6 new models, maybe 7. But yeah, they they look in that sort of realm of the Strandbergs and the Kiesels, and they're interesting. They've really gone at it, haven't they?
They've gone at it, yeah.
I think they've got a look about them that is going to take us maybe a few weeks to let it settle and let it kind of like settle in our heads to, okay, this is actually normal now. And some things are like that, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's following vaguely the kind of template for these headless instruments. So this is they've released basically a new series called the Q series, which I believe stands for Quest.
Not Queens chopping heads off.
Not Queens.
Off with their heads.
Yeah, it's not the Ibanez Queen series, no. So the Q series, and they, like you say, they've come out strong. They've come out with like a few kind of standard models. They've come out with a signature model straight away.
Is that the 7-string?
No, the signature model is for a Japanese artist.
Right, I see. Right, okay, yeah.
I assume a Japanese artist. I've just seen his name, and I assume, but yeah.
I do have the press release, but I did just skim through it and send you guys some screenshots. I've just been too busy.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll give you some specs of the Q52, and then kind of give you what the other ones within the range change from that, because I think the 52 is the entry point for it.
Okay.
So we've got NATO body. I don't know what kind of
Nateo.
No, it says Nieto. Maybe I wrote that down. But yeah, some kind of wood that I've not heard of.
It's concrete, mate.
Sure it is. So you got a maple and Babinga, roasted maple and Babinga neck. So I assume like a 5-piece, where they do it to kind of strength reinforce the necks.
Yeah.
You've got 24 Jazzcar gold frets and some Q58 humbucker pickups. So I assume like these are Ibanez made pickups designed for this series.
From what I gather, the pickups are different in every single one of the models.
Oh, are they?
I think so, yeah. And they all they're all split in various different ways.
Well, yeah. So this one has got a volume tone, and then it's got the alter switch, which, involving a fancy named switching system, allows you 10 different switching positions on a 2 humbucker guitar.
That's a bit like the AZ. Because the AZ's got various different, like 9 different positions or 10 different positions that you can choose from.
With the AZ, it was like you had a quote unquote normal mode, and then you had the crazy switch, which would give you like various permutations of the different switching options. Which, yeah, as you say, it'd end up giving you like from 7 to 9 different versions of various pickup combinations. So yeah, I mean they are going for like ultimate versatility once again. So that's your first one. That one coming in at, I think this is $999.
Oh really? That's really cheap.
Yep. So that's where you kind of your price point starts. Your next one up is kind of the fancy version of that. So it's rather than being the 52, it's the QX54 QM, which is, if you speak Ibanez, QM obviously means quilted maple. And I think this one has got it's like a burl maple top or something like that. So this one also has frets that are at an 8-degree angle, so that it kind of almost simulates that kind of fanning of the frets.
we were talking about this, weren't we? Like the idea of the fan fretting is it deals with the intonation and not as much as like the true temperament fretting, which Strandberg do as well. And I think Ibanez have toyed with the true temperament frets before. You know, the frets that are all like wriggly all up the neck.
I do know that. Yeah, Steve Vai kind of brought it to the world's attention.
Yeah, exactly. So Ibanez must do it because it's going to be on the gem, isn't it?
I don't think it was released as a gem production thing. I think he got them retrofitted afterwards.
Okay. So you with the fan frets, they kind of like they're leaning more towards where the head would be. Where the headstock would be at the top of the neck, and then as you come down the neck and get closer to the body, they come around, and like an open fan, they're leaning more towards the other direction, towards the body. And that means that for the thicker strings, the intonation is further away from each other than on the lower strings, so the intonation is actually closer together, and it gives you a better all-round sound. Intonation-wise, apparently. Yeah, so if you lean them all in the same direction, it seems to just defeat the object, doesn't it?
No, if they're slanted, you'll still get that. Like you'll get partially the effect of a fan, but with the fan,
I think because they're all at exactly the same angle, the distance between the low E and the high E strings at the 12th fret is actually the same.
Yes, but you're still going to have a discrepancy between where the 12th fret sits on the E string and where the 12th fret sits on the opposite E string. There will still be that offset. It won't be as extreme with fanning because it gradiates as you go up the neck, but you'll still have that.
Yeah, but the E string is relatively along at both ends of the guitar as well.
Okay.
So at the head, the 12th string starts a little bit further along, and at the bridge, the 12th string ends a little bit further along.
Does it?
Yeah. So it's relative all the way through.
No.
Right. I don't see the point of it other than from a...
Maybe an ergonomic kind of...
Could be. Yeah, I suppose it could be. I just think they've missed a trick. I think the fan fretting isn't... But maybe it is difficult to do. I don't know. But I think they've missed a trick there because I would like to have seen these with fan frets.
Maybe with more releases that come out, they'll explain the thought process behind it, because as much as we will speculate, and we will speculate until we are blue in the face, neither of us are tonal scientists. I am. I mean, you don't work for a guitar company designing guitars, so
no. But I work for a company with tone in the name.
Okay. Good job there, Lee. Well done. Pat you on the head. But yeah, so there's got to be reason for it. The guys over at Ibanez, guys and girls over at Ibanez, they know what they're doing.
I think it's an aesthetic thing. I think it's done because it's probably easier to do than fan fretting, but it still gives it that sort of cool look that the fan frets have.
I would be reluctant to agree with that, just because of how much attention to detail Ibanez go to on certain things, like the Gibraltar bridges have got locking nuts for the bridge, as opposed to like Gibson ones that once the strings are off, you can literally drop them out. They go to that kind of length where they've thought about every little problem within kind of
it's a
previous
fair point.
designs.
It is a fair point. They are meticulous.
Yeah, so I mean, it might be an aesthetic thing. It might, but I'd be reluctant to agree with it until I hear it from Ibanez. But yeah, so headless guitars from Ibanez. So we've got those. I've closed my book, haven't I? I can't pretend to be smart now. Here we go.
I like one of the. I think it was on the one that you were talking about, the brown one, the 7-string one. I think it had the switching of it was called power switching. So when you switched it, so you could have like the outside of the two humbuckers running at the same time, so you'd have basically a
Tele
bridge
mode.
single coil and tele mode, exactly. They called it power switching.
So we are fully looping back to the 90s here, aren't we? Because Nintendo did that with their accessories for the NES, like the Power Glove and the there were all manner of things like that.
Do you remember seeing like adverts for the 3D VR thing in the 80s, which was just basically wireframe? It was just awful, and everyone who used it made them sick, like really
Yeah, the
sick.
Virtual Boy. Yeah.
Yeah, and just thinking, oh my god, that is a pinnacle. I really want that.
Yep. I mean, we had something similar with the 3DS apparently, like the
3DS was awesome,
but the 3D effect on it was there was a health warning for people under a certain age because it caused nausea.
Yeah.
So,
but it gave you 3D without glasses.
Yeah, I think they called it stereoscopic or something like that.
Something like that. It was absolutely amazing. Yes.
I had to sell that to people because I worked at Game at the time.
Oh, really?
And you'd get parents coming in and going, I've heard that they will make my child sick. You're like, well, yeah.
How many do you want?
Yeah. But they'll probably not talk to you for the rest of the year if you don't buy them this for Christmas. So, come on.
Oh. I mean, you can make your children not talk to you?
Result, get in. I'll not take 2.
Going back to these headless guitars, right?
Yes.
If I had the money, I would definitely buy a Strandberg. I've said that for ages and ages and ages. That they are absolutely fantastic. They really are great guitars. This is definitely great for people who are looking to get into this sort of field. What's the maximum price on these versus the minimum?
So I think it goes up to 1,299.
Oh, really?
Yeah. For I think that was for the 7. Oh, I didn't write it down. Shit.
That's unbelievable. That really is, because you're not getting a Strandberg for that or a Kiesel.
Yeah, exactly. So it is about kind of, it's dipping your toe into that headless guitar market. Funnily enough, were you laughing at the juxtaposition between headless and dipping your toe in?
I just had this really horrific vision of someone dipping their toe into a decapitated person's neck. I was
dearly.
like, it was just instantly popped into my head. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, so I think last week Harley Benton released a series of headless guitars as well.
Did they?
Yeah, and they were coming in at about, I think it was $399. So, I mean, it depends if you trust Harley Benton going for a headless design.
No.
I see.
I'm on a lot of forums, obviously, and I see so many people in the Harley Benton things. Just everything you get from them is just like rolling a dice, because some of them come through really well set up, but a lot of them, you have to take it to someone to get it set up, and hopefully it can be set up well. And the ones when they are set up well are really, really good, but their quality control needs to be better. It needs to be improved. And I say this from a place of love, because I would love there to be like chuck an extra 50 quid on it and have someone set it up. That's all it's going to cost if you've got someone regularly setting each of these up. Pay that person half that money, you're making an extra 25 quid per guitar, but you're getting amazing guitars through.
I don't think it's quite that simple, though, is it? Because it's where the bottleneck would be in production, because they can pump them out so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
However, like quality checking them and setting them up takes time.
Yeah, well, so they could get quite a few people on board, but if they're knocking out much better setup guitars, other companies do it.
Yeah, but for a much higher price point, like companies like Reverends, who like get Eastern made guitars, but then quality check them within an inch of their life. You're talking like 600, 700, 800 quid for their start offs. So
yeah, it's a very fair point, and I don't think that you need to be. There's no way they're paying someone that extra 600 to 700 quid, or whatever the over the top extras are for a setup. Even if they offered it as an over the top extra. So, would you like this guitar set up before you get it and give people the choice?
Yeah. I suppose it doesn't bottleneck everything then, does it? It only causes it. But it's neither here nor there about the Ibanez headless guitar, is it now?
Well, the Strandbergs are made in Indonesia.
Yeah.
And then they go through to Sweden, where they quality control them and like you say, they set them up to within an inch of their lives.
Yeah. And to be fair, a lot of Ibanez guitars are quality checked as well. Like the quality checks on Ibanez's, as far as I've found, has been really tight. You don't tend to find a badly set up Ibanez.
I've played a few, but only the cheaper ones. We were talking about this earlier. Some of the GOs and like the RG 250s and that sort of thing. Some of them, I suppose, when the people who are buying them get them, they don't realise that they're badly set up. There's that. You kind of think like bad workman blames his tools sort of thing. So. Yeah,
and those ones can be set up like they're not manufactured badly. It's just usually that they've been sitting in a warehouse somewhere for a while and that they've not been showed much love because they've been sold on for like 150 quid with an amp and a strap and a cable or whatever.
Yeah,
so
absolutely,
the care and attention isn't made with those when they come into the shops. However, we've got one last Ibanez Q series that I wanted to mention. Oh, in fact, actually two. So we've got the 7-string variant of this Q series. So the QX527 PB. Well, the PB obviously stands for peanut butter. This one is essentially very similar and is a 7-string. So people who like modern guitar are also more likely to be into alternative lower tunings, and this is a good solution.
That's the one I'd get.
Yeah.
I
mean, if you're going for a headless, you might as well go the whole hog.
Yeah, I've played an 8-string headless, and that was impossible. It was just I just didn't play that for very long. But the 7 strings should be, they are made to be ergonomic. Do we know anything about the necks? I know they're Wizard Frees, aren't they?
Yeah, so that's going to be quite a slender profile and a flatter radius board.
Yeah, absolutely. So they've not done anything of the asymmetrical sort of neck like the other types of headlesses.
No, thank God for that. Those Strandberg necks are weird.
I like them. They do take customizing or climatizing, let's say, because when you pick them up, you're like, why is this a V? Why is it near my thumb and then near my fingers? What's going on as you move up and down the neck?
Yeah,
but after not a very long time, you kind of start realizing, oh my God, that, it's moving my hand where it needs to be. Like, when I'm down here, I can get my thumb over quite easily, and I've not even consciously thought about this. It's naturally just moved my hand into the right position. A lot of work and attention, love and attention went into the R&D of them Strandbergs, and that neck in particular.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's not for me. So the final one was the Ikika Nito signature.
Okay.
Which is possibly the one that I would want to try out, because it's the most blues dad. It's essentially a Strat. So it's got 3 single coils. It's like an Olympic white with a scratch plate as well. But obviously being headless and super modern. That's where I'd be heading if I were asked to choose one of these guitars.
We might be lucky and try one at a guitar shop. A guitar show at some point.
I mean, that would be the dream, wouldn't it? That.
Will we even be able to play guitars at guitar shows in the future?
I'd hope so. I hope my ability to play guitar is not.
No, will we be allowed to? You fool.
That's not the question you asked. Who knows? And on that wistful note, it's probably a place to end our podcast for this evening. It's been a wonderful, wonderful journey. Thank you to all of those people in the chat. I think we got Scott and Nathan were quite active today, and we didn't get round to answering all of the questions that they put in. But thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of those people who are listening to the podcast as well, because this not only is a live podcast, live because it's a video. It's not a podcast, is it?
It's a Livy cast.
Livy cast. But it also comes out as a podcast. So if you do want to catch up on that, we are available on all good podcatchers as Fret Talk Podcast.
Scott has just put a smiley face with a shot glass in the thing, so he's basically saying he needs to drink alcohol to get through this.
Yeah, through this last bit. It's one last push, Scott. Come on, you can do it. Yeah. I'd like to extend a thank you to our Patreon backers, and for as little as $2 a month, you can be one of these cool kids, the coolest of cool kids, as cool as that glass of undescribed alcohol that Scott is raising up to the sky. Those people are Mr. Andrew Bimson, Mr. Adam Yeomans of Chef Tone Effects, Mr. Doug Christ of 37 Effects, Mr. Hugh G-Rection.
Effects.
The Hugh Direction Effects is available, just in case anyone wants. I forgot to mention that Doug Christ is also part of the Masters of the Cinematic Universe and the Just Surprise Me podcast,
which you and I will be appearing on separately, and you took the one I wanted to do.
Yes. But which one of those podcasts? Who knows? You will find out.
Are we not allowed to say that?
I don't know.
Well, it's out there now.
It is. It's out there. Where did we get up to? Got up to Hugh G-Rection. Brian Gower of the Tone Jerks podcast is usually last. And before him is Mr. Ben Fletcher, Fletcher Pickups. I styled that shit right out, didn't I?
That was brilliant, man. I'm really impressed.
Indeed. And if you want to catch me online, I mean, Lee's carried on with that. That'll last him for a week. That will. If you want to catch me online, I am BudgetPedalChap. I am at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And YouTube is the home of the No Talk Tone series, which will feature some amazing pedals. Those Xander pedals are definitely going on the No Talk Tone series. That Joyo one that I kind of flashed a little bit earlier, that one's going on. And this week is the Little Treble Maker by Underfluke. So
next week. On your channel.
On mine. Yeah. No, it's not coming out on the PBOD one yet. Because I've not finished. I've done a little video, but I need to do the entire video.
You're not finished. You're Norwegian. Oh, no, shit jokes a little bit later. Sorry.
Indeed, yeah. You're preempting it a little bit here, Lee.
I want to plug something.
Go on.
Not Scott. Right, I want to plug our new shirts. You got one of these, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, check out these. Look, check that out. How cool is that? To you guys, it probably looks like it says Sabaradubilelebupa of Moog.
Yeah, mood.
For Moog. But it actually says Pedalboards of Doom in a charcoal grey. It's very, very attractive.
They will be featuring very shortly on some Pedalboards of Doom videos.
Go and buy them. Buy them, pay for them. They're on the website. Go do that.
There you go.
Support us.
You can be one of the crew.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And that is where we are going to wrap up the podcast for this week. So, from myself, Mr. Budget Pedal Chap. From Lee, pedabadababadababadoo. Say bye, Lee.
Bye-bye, guys.
It will be a chatty bye. And good night for this week. Auf Wiedersehen.
Pet.
Goodbye, Germans. You fought valiantly. However, it was not enough for the might of England's football sports squad.
Again. Don't know where.
It'll be next year. It'll be next year. And they'll beat them.
You don't need a parachute to go skydiving. You need a parachute to go skydiving more than once.
Yes, you do. Yes. That will do. That will do, Ali. That will do.